Yeah, we're gonna do Obsidian Flames. All right, that's the choice.
I'm just getting frustrated because I can't load anything.
Oh, because of Chrome?
I just can't load anything anywhere. Everything's taking forever. Okay, here we go. Wait, this might be good. EJ, look at Rhett. Look what they have for Rhett. Are you recording?
Yep.
Okay. Look what they have for Rhett. You get it? Because this is classic WoW.
Oh.
So it's a handicap guy.
Right. I get it.
Are we missing something here? What's missing there? Something's not showing. This is gonna be it right here. Okay, and then I'm also gonna pull up a little bit of WoW Season of Discovery runes. WoW head, Season of Discovery runes. Okay, what do we got there?
There it is, Connor.
That's really beautiful.
You know what? Should I record this as well, just in case I want to edit it down later?
Yeah, record it as well.
Okay. I hope that doesn't slow us down at all, but all right. I just started recording.
So, did you ever think when you were collecting Pokemon cards when you were 6 years old that you'd be doing this 25 years later? 27 years later?
I think young me probably hoped that I would still be collecting Pokemon cards when I was 31.
Actually, that's true.
But I probably didn't think it was really going to happen.
All right, let me get logged into my game. All right, desktop, all my games. So I'm gonna hop on hardcore. All right, so this is, which pack are we going with again?
We did Obsidian Flames, so we want Charizards in here, basically.
We want Charizards. Are there any other big hits that you're looking for?
Here, actually, I'll show you. We want... All right, Connor.
All the Charizards.
These are the ones we want. Yeah, this one the most. This gold Charizard. This is the one I want to pull the most, honestly. And then this one I have, and this one I have.
Oh, nice.
And then there's a Pidgeot, there's a Ninetales, there's a Pidgeotto stuff. This Cleffa is pretty cute.
And that's like the full art cards.
Yeah, these are full art. I really like this Tyranitar. This style of art is this is like the Terastalize, I guess is what it's called. I have 4 of this freaking Scizor. And there's other gold cards in here. But yeah, these are the main 4 we want.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try not to die in hardcore.
What level are you?
I just restarted, so level 8, about to turn level 9. I don't even do a lot of quests right now. I'm just grinding because quests are always just putting me in bad spots. Let's see what I got here. See, this is a cave, and I don't want to go in caves. That's how you die in hardcore.
And you don't want to do the tier list?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up actually.
All right.
Let me see here. Now I have some good background. Oh my god, let me go into the in while I do that. Let me not Windows out of WoW hardcore while I'm standing out in the middle of the jungle. All right.
Nothing in the first pack.
How many do you have? How many packs?
36.
36? Oh my God.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna be going through this. Let's see. Frost Mage in Frost Mage and Season of Discovery. So for PvP, I guess you think I should do this list. What I'll do first, I'm going to do PvP first, and then I'm going to do PvE. Frost is still going to be, I wouldn't say S tier, just because a lot of other casters are getting boosts. And mages are getting heals, things like arcane.
So we're talking about Season of Discovery. What is the what do we want to play, right? And we're doing, what are we doing first, PvP or PvE?
Well, I'm just gonna list what I think is gonna be the best
overall.
Well, I mean, I could also do what do I think the most fun classes specs are gonna be. What do you think I should do? How do you think I should rate this?
Let's do well, should we do like one for PvP, one for PvE, and then overall, or should we just do overall?
And then I'll just do what I think will be the most fun, because I already know which couple classes are probably gonna be the most fun.
So what are we doing then?
All right, let's do PvP.
Okay, all right, PvP. There we go.
Here's what I think. We've got Frost Mage. It's already really good. Damn, it is getting Ice Lance, but unless it gets, I forget what the ability's called, but when the target's frozen, it gives you like a 70% chance to hit a crit. That rune will probably come later on.
Hey, we got a hit, Connor.
Oh, nice already.
I have this one already, but still pretty cool.
Yeah.
One hit. All right.
Sweet. Frost is going A tier. Holy Paladin, I'm telling you right now, this is S tier. Oh, I guess if we're talking PvP,
well,
it's still good. Still gonna be really good.
For PvP though, like, they
main
haven't
thing
announced like any kind of.
The main thing is for Holy Paladins is they're getting Beacon of Light, which is literally going to allow them to raid heal and match every single heal on the tank, which is going to be their beacon. Okay. So but PvP.
So that's good for what? That's good for Warsong Gulch.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for PvP, I'm going to put him in A tier.
Because you have to remember, there's no arenas announced and there's no rated battlegrounds announced yet for Season of Discovery.
Exactly. Prop Paladin in PvP is actually probably going to be good now because they're giving Prop Paladin damage. This is difficult. It may actually be viable because, you know, in later expansions, people will actually go into arenas as Prop Paladins and like pump.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be the.
I don't think.
And in battlegrounds,
I still don't think you should put that very high though.
I know,
you're not going to be getting a lot of kills. Maybe it's a good flag carrier, but. Do you drop the flag when you bubble?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're giving him damage. They're giving him more mitigation. I feel like people are gonna find, and you could roll Prop Paladin and get like Crusader Strike as a rune and do like and pick up some DPS runes, and you have more mitigation. This is gonna be interesting. I'll put it in C just because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Connor, this could be.
Do you think I need to hit the 48V button on my audio box for this mic?
I don't think you're gonna need that, no.
Because that's like if it's not powered or whatever.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
The mic you have should be fine.
Okay.
All right, Rhett. Here's where it was. Here's where it was before Season of Discovery. Here's where it is now, in my opinion. I'm also biased because that's what I'm going to be playing.
For PvP, that good, huh?
For PvP, they had a mana problem solved with Crusader Strike. They had no. It doesn't matter as much in PvP, but they have in battlegrounds. They had no kind of AOE damage. They do. They now don't just have a 60-second cooldown hammer, or stun as interrupt. They're now getting a rune. I think it's called Rebuke, which is a spell interrupt on like a 6 or 8 second cooldown. So more damage, better mana, interrupts. They have an ability. I mean,
and they can use all these things at once because they're different slots. For
yes. So here, let me go down to them.
Oh my God, Connor!
Ooh, what's that?
I just pulled my 5th one of these.
Oh my God!
I've pulled 5 of these.
Lord. All right, here we go. Divine Storm. This is a heal in PvP. You have that's going to be a chest. Legs. Now this is going to be interesting. I want
Connor, look at this real quick.
Would run Avengers Shield. Oh my God! Are you going to put them all next to each other?
I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I got to trade them or something.
Yeah. Okay, see this right here? Rebuke.
Let me look.
10-second cooldown interrupt on Paladins now. Huge. let's see. Okay, it does have to be melee range. Crusader Strike, that gives you mana back. You also have an opportunity to get Divine Storm. Gives you health back, so you have an ability that does more damage. It gives you health. That does more damage. It gives you mana, and you have another interrupt. I don't know. I think they're gonna be, I think they're gonna be S tier.
Paladins. What's their main problem in PvP right now? I feel like Ret wasn't absolutely.
The main problem in PvP is they don't even have Crusade. They have a little bit of a mana issue. They just don't do enough damage. They attack very slow because they can only use 2-handeds. They don't really have much that gives them any sort of haste to speed up that attack speed. Their only interrupt is their stun, which is on like a 60-second cooldown. So the bubble is the only thing that saves them against casters. They have no crowd control.
They're not doing a lot of damage.
They have no crowd control, and they attack way too slow, and they're extremely easy.
They have some good defense though, because they have bubble and they have what's it called?
And they have Hand of Freedom. Right? They have Hand of Freedom.
Is it Blessing of Freedom?
Blessing of Freedom, yes. Sorry. Uh-huh. They're probably not D in original classic. They're probably C, but I think. Okay, I'm gonna put them right there.
You're gonna put them.
I'm gonna put them right there.
What are you putting them in A for now?
I'm being biased by putting them there. I'm gonna put them right there. Yeah. I think Crusader Strike is gonna be a huge. It's gonna change them and having another interrupt. All right. Disc Priest. I don't.
Disc Priests
this is a spec I don't know much about in Classic.
What are good Disc Priests ever good at?
They get really good in Burning Crusade. They're not that great in Classic, so I honestly don't know enough about them. I'm gonna put them down here just because I don't know enough about them.
When they're quote unquote good in Burning Crusade, like
they're a mitigation spec.
So they're good for raiding.
Yeah, they're just all about throwing bubbles on everyone and renew. I mean, I don't know. I don't.
So you actually because I don't remember ever even in Burning Crusade being like, oh, we need a Disc Priest in our group.
Yeah, they're good in PvP. So actually, if we are talking PvP here, but priests just aren't good in PvP.
Well, in arenas they were good, right?
We're gonna put them here. Yeah, if this was Burning Crusade, I'd have this up here. This is Season of Discovery. Okay, Holy Priest and Season of Discovery. Again, would be completely different if we're talking PvE. This is PvP. I don't think.
I'm gonna pull something big while we're doing this, Connor.
Put a Holy Priest down here.
I can tell. Doug Trio. Nothing.
Damn. Shadow PvP. Okay, they're gonna be more viable. They were really bad. I'm gonna put them here now. In PvE, this is all gonna be different.
So wait, what do we got in C so far? We got Prot Pally,
Disc Priest, Holy Priest,
Palette,
Shadow Priest.
Holy Priest, Shadow Priest. Okay.
Now this is
so all priests you think are going to be C tier?
In PvP, yeah.
Oh, in PvP, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Even Shadow?
If this were PvE, if this was PvE, this would be here.
Wait, so there's nothing they're giving Shadow that you think
they're giving like Mind Flay, which is like an AoE damage ability that's cast that you have to cast actively.
That doesn't help in PvP.
Doesn't help in PvP at all. There's I can go to it. I can go to Priest here, but they're not giving them really anything that changes my mind on them. So there's Hunter, there is Warrior, here is Warlock, here's Priest. Penance, Mindseer, Circle of Healing. Okay, Shadow Word, Death. They are kind of getting a Execute, which is cool. Yeah. If the target is not killed by Shadow or Death, the caster takes damage equal to that. So this is a huge ability that that's gonna, help them a little bit. So, but not enough to change it.
Yeah, that's not also, it's not like you said, there's an AoE and stuff. Nothing that's like specifically awesome for PvP. These aren't all the runes though, right? Are these all the runes for now? For now, I guess.
Just they've already found more. They've already data mined more, but these are the ones that were released at BlizzCon.
Okay.
Combat. Right now, I can't see much changing. I'm just gonna keep my B. Assassination. Actually, I believe they're getting Mutilate. That's gonna be right there. I believe they're getting Mutilate, and that's huge. They're getting a.
Well, they start off as an S tier in PvP, right? Who's better in PvP than a rogue?
Well, it just depends the spec.
Okay, combat. But combat's not really good for PvP, right?
Yeah, in Burning Crusade, that's what I played, and I loved it, but not in Classic. Oh yeah, okay. Rogues get a couple things. They get a ranged attack that slows their target. That's great for PvP. Slaughter from the shadows reduces energy cost for your backstab and ambush. I mean, they're getting shiv where they can automatically mutilate, and I believe they're getting shiv. They can
apply their
automatically apply their poison. Yeah, they're right here. All rogues are going to be high. Actually, just because that combat's probably higher. Sub, I believe, is going to be really good with these changes to. Oh, nice. With the changes to ambush, backstab, with energy savers, I think sub's going to be up here. I think rogue is going to be ridiculous in PvP. I kind of don't even want to rate.
They're going to be overpowered, I think, Connor.
So I didn't see
because they're already really good in PvP. It's just that to give them a buff at all.
I didn't see much happen to elemental shamans. Enhance is going to be good.
Oh yeah, why is that?
You're going to be able to get tanky runes and still do a lot of damage because there's going to be shaman tanks. This could be crazy.
Right.
This could be crazy. This could be right here. I'm going to put it there. That potentially could be insane.
Let me show your screen. Hold on.
If you get, if you
get,
let's go.
All right, this is my second one of these, but still, that's a great pull.
Let's go.
Wow.
Nice. I love that white. It's all white with the red Charizard. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a sick card.
Like the silver and white. That's dope.
This is fun. All right, let me show your screen. Okay. Right.
So here's what I'm thinking. Enhanced Shamis are already kind of pumping in Classic. They can. Now they're putting out runes where. Let me go to the runes here. Okay. Dual wield specialization. First of all, increase your chance to hit with both spells and melee attacks by 5% while dual wielding, and your Storm Strike ability now hits with both weapons while dual wielding. This is more damage. Now, okay, what if you're fully enhanced spec for burst, and then you pick up something like this? Each time you block, you generate mana equal to 4% of your maximum mana. You gain armor equal to 30% of your shield's armor value, stacking up to 5 times. So that would be equal to 150% extra block from your your shield's block value. You also gain 10% increased chance to block and 15% block value. You're gonna have enhanced shamans probably running, I think, a one-handed and a shield with shield mastery. So they're gonna be pumping and they're gonna be tanky.
Wow.
And then so now you go to legs and then earth shield. So protects a target with an earthen shield, reducing casting or channeling time lost when damaged by 30%. So they're going to be able to heal without taking. Obviously, when you get hit, your spells are interrupted. So they're going to have less interruption of spells. They're going to have more block, and they're still going to be pumping. I don't know. This could be crazy. Way of the Earth. While Rock Biter weapon is active on your main weapon, you deal 100% increased threat. That doesn't matter. Gain 30% increased health and take 10% reduced damage. Oh, nice.
Look at this guy. Powmot. EX, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. So yeah, imagine enhanced shaman pumping and having this 10% extra health and having 150% extra block value. Like, I don't know. I think this could be broken.
I don't know how they're going to balance all these.
I know. Neither do I. This could be broken. And then they're going to get like a lava burst or something, or lava lash, instant cast. You charge your offhand weapon with lava, instantly dealing 100% offhand weapon damage. So boom, 2 tank runes, and then you have an extra DPS with enhance. I mean, I don't know. That's broken. And again, I think all shamans. I mean, you could run Rusto Shaman in PvP with tanky things on. I don't know. I think that's gonna be good.
Yeah, so they're gonna actually, because that's probably one of the main problems with Shaman in PvP is that they're not squishy, but like they're easy. They're not that hard to kill.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon. Wow.
Okay.
I've been on a lot of pulls. Dragonite. Yes.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go.
Yeah, you've gotten a decent card. What, like almost every single pack so far?
Like every other one, almost.
Yeah. Affliction Warlock. I actually think this is gonna be good. They're getting a few more spells. They're getting some more dots.
Was Affliction Warlock good before this? Was it ever good in vanilla?
Yes, it was decent. I was playing AF actually for a little bit.
Like rating, it was good.
I was, on boss fights. Not, because boss fights you need time for your dots to build up to their full damage, so you're not really helpful on.
But PvP, was it good?
It was. You just dot them up in fear, and fear's broken in Classic. Remember?
Right.
The diminishing returns aren't good enough. So yeah, AF is probably an A tier, but with changes, and if you go again, the fact that Warlocks can tank, you go AF and you become tanky, and Fear still is broken. This could be up here.
Yeah, and PvP, like flag carrying as a warlock, and you're able to fear people that come after you and stuff like that.
Yeah, Demo's here. Destro, I don't think it's gonna matter. Destro, you have too long a cast in PvP.
Let's update. Okay, so we got. Okay, so right now in S tier, we have Enhancement Shaman, Assassin Rogue, Sub Rogue. Wow, you put Affliction Warlock in S?
Because they're gonna fear spam. They have extra dots. Their dots do more damage. And
okay, so like in a duel situation.
If they get their tanky, yeah, and then if they pick up Metamorphosis and they're tanky, the 2 seconds you finally get out of fear and you get to them, they're gonna take no damage. It seems broken. The Affliction and Enhancement getting tanky runes when they're already good in PvP just seems broken. And rogues are already amazing, and they're getting Shiv and they're getting Shadow Strike where they can teleport to the person. I mean, it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Arms Warrior.
So that's got to be S, right? No. But I feel like they started off as S.
Yeah, but because they're not, I haven't seen enough in their runes. I'm going to put them here. I'm going to put them in A right behind Rhett. I haven't seen, of all the classes, the biggest disappointment with the runes they've announced has been Warrior. But they don't have flashy spells, but they are getting a lot of, they're getting a lot of abilities. They're getting a lot of abilities to give them more rage and more damage. So they're making them even more bursty. Like, look, gain 20%.
More rage is a big deal.
More rage is a huge deal.
It was pretty hard to get rage in vanilla.
Yeah. Gain a 25% bonus to physical damage done for 12 seconds. All right. And then you also have something like this. Oh, Frenzied Assault. This is going to make Fury better while dual wielding. While wielding two-handed weapons, your attack speed is increased by 20%. The fact that it says while wielding two-handed weapons, I think it'd be super dope if they put in the rune that allowed warriors in Classic to dual wield two-handeds.
I know.
And I wonder if that's kind of looking at that. But look, you regenerate 25% more rage from all damage you deal. So here another one. While dual wielding, your physical damage and movement speed are increased. So they're getting more rage control, more burst, more movement speed. But it's nothing like all these other classes are getting new, really good abilities. They're just getting like tweaked up, like, you know what I mean?
Passives and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, Paladin's getting Crusader Strike. That's literally game changing. I mean, running 10% faster and doing 10% more damage dual wielding isn't game changing. It's really good though.
Right.
So we'll see though. It could be. I mean, because here, if you combine these two runes, Consumed by Rage, enrage you and grant you 25% melee damage bonus, and you combine that with Flagellation, gain 25% bonus to physical damage done, and you just pop those both at the same time, you have more rage. I mean, they could just burst people down. I don't know. We're gonna have to see it in play. Fury was down here. It's here. They get a movement, speed, and damage increase. Actually,
yeah, this is for PvP. How good was Fury for PvP in vanilla? I mean, for PvE. Sorry.
Ooh, what's that?
I have this one already, but this is like one of the new legendaries from Scarlet and Violet. It's the one that's like a motorcycle kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, it's EX. Not too bad.
Cool. I haven't played enough Warrior, so I mean, it's hard. I'm gonna put him here.
Something's gotta be B.
Prot, I think, is going to be. I still think Warriors are going to be the best tank in the game. But that's PvE. PvP, I mean, they're whatever. Okay, Feral DPS. Right here. S tier.
No way. Really?
They're getting Wind Fury.
Damn.
Every attack has a chance to proc another attack, which has a chance to proc another attack, which has a chance to proc another attack.
Yeah, but like, okay, all right, let's say this isn't Season of Discovery. Where do you put Feral in normal Classic right now? Oh, and this is PvP. I forgot. I was thinking about PvE.
I'm putting him
here. Yeah, Feral's pretty good in PvE. Oh, look at that. Poppy.
Hey, let's go.
People love these trainer cards. I'm really not that into them. I'm thinking
Dude,
maybe if you watch the
the
show.
design on these cards is beautiful.
Oh, it is. I know. Yeah, I'm thinking like it might be for like people that watch the show. Like I haven't watched the latest seasons of Pokemon. I'm actually rewatching the first season with Fabi right now. But maybe if I watch the show, I would like get more excited about the trainer cards. I don't know.
So look at this. Savage Roar, finishing move that increases physical damage done by 30%. And you can have that for up to 34 seconds. Also, you know,
wait, what
Feral
does it do,
increases your damage done by 30% while in cat form, and it could last up to 34 seconds.
Oh, wow.
So that's a damage buff. They might even pick up, like, some Feral Druids might pick up, like, a Life Bloom just to become more survivability.
Oh, Connor, that's from BC, I think, Savage Roar.
It is. Oh, so yeah. Most of the abilities they're putting in are from BC or Wrath, almost all of them, and then they made up some new ones.
Some are new, right? Okay.
This right here is why they're incredible. Wild Strikes. While you're in your cat form and other forms, each melee hit has a 20% chance of granting the attacker an extra attack with 20% additional attack power, and I'm pretty sure it can proc off itself.
20%, damn.
Yeah.
This is a cool one. I have it already, but
yeah, never seen that. Oh, okay. These are all your good pulls right here.
Yep. This is the best
Feral
one so far.
Tank. Actually, we'll put it there just because they could probably do. Well, no, you know what? We have to put Feral Tank up here because Feral DPS and Tank are going to be like the same exact spec. That's how it is in Classic. Feral doesn't have like Feral doesn't have tanking abilities in the talent tree basically in Classic, or very little. You get all your tankiness from being in bear form. So I mean, that's up there.
Right.
Resto Druid is going to be really cool. It's going to be viable. I should put it right there.
Wait, where'd you put
Druids
Resto
are
Druid?
just better. I put a bead. They're just
okay.
I might even put it bottom of A for when it comes to healers. Just because they're getting so many abilities, and no, I'm gonna put it B. I'm gonna put it B. Hunters, honestly, dude, I have no idea what hunters have not looked like they're gonna be that good yet. I'm gonna put these down here because I'm not really sure. I mean, the melee hunter, I'm excited for. I might want to try it.
I wonder if it's just gonna be like a gimmick, you know, a melee hunter. Like, is it actually gonna be good? Because so many of their moves are geared for like kiting and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, exactly. Pidgeotto.
Oh, cool, Pidgeotto.
Yeah, that's cool, and I don't have that card yet.
Nice. Yeah, dude. The coolest thing I've seen with that hunters are getting is like maybe they'll be able to have a melee spec, and they're gonna have ranged traps, which is actually gonna help a lot, especially for like a caster or something. But
that could come into play.
Arcane. Okay, they are getting Arcane Blast.
Wait, could mages do Palm Pyro in Classic?
I think that came in Burning Crusade, but I could be wrong, actually. I literally have a mage in Classic right now, and I can't remember because I haven't played him in 8 months.
Ooh, there's a defect in this. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, what the heck, dude?
Luckily, I think it's only this card, yeah.
Just oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Eevee.
All right, what do we got here? And
Togepi and nothing. Thundurus.
Mages can heal now.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And Arcane mages are getting Arcane Blast, which it costs a ton. Okay, I'm gonna put Arcane up here. Arcane Blast does a ton of damage. It can basically auto crit every single time. It's not going to be viable in PvE at all because it is destroyed. Look, 7% of base mana, but that's because it does a lot of damage. They're going to be extremely bursty in PvP. I think Arcane is going to be very good in PvP. Fire, B. I don't think Fire is going to be good in PvP at all. No, Fire C.
Really?
You're going to want to play, mages play Frost in PvP in Classic. You kite, you get your bonus damage to frozen targets. You don't play Fire's PvE. Although a lot of mages play Frost in PvE as well. But okay, here we go. That's my PvP tier list.
That's all of them? Well, let me see.
That's my PvP tier list, yeah.
All right, so S tier Enhancement Shaman, Assassin, and Sub Rogue, Affliction,
Yep.
Warlock, Feral, and Arcane.
Yep.
Arcane
For
Mage.
the Warlock and Shaman, that's because they already do good damage in Classic, and now they're gonna be tanky. Druids are getting more bursty and more tanky. Rogues are already S tier. Nothing is taking them out of S tier. This is the biggest surprise one, but I think Arcane Blast and them being able to heal, I think that's going to be a little bit broken. Arcane Blast is super bursty, and they're actually going to have some survivability. Like they could just, I wonder if they could throw the heal and then ice block and just heal in their ice block. Like, you know, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is a wild card, but I think that could be really good. So yeah, that's going to be that one. I'll go to PvE next.
All right, now let's talk PvE. I'm actually really surprised by that list of what you put up in S. But I guess
we'll see. I could be wrong, but we'll see. We should go back and look at it a couple weeks after Season of Discovery comes out and see where people place everything, and we can see how accurate mine was.
Right.
All right, PvE. Okay. Frost mages. They're decent in PvE right now. And
they are.
So I'm just gonna put them in A. They're good in PvE right now, so all right. Holy Paladin, S tier. I think they're the best healer in the game. They're always gonna have their Beacon of Light. Beacon of Light is the most broken ability in the game. They're always gonna have their Beacon of Light on the tank, and now you're gonna have Holy Paladins who have the best mana pool. They never run out of mana.
They already have the best mana pool.
They're going to be able to focus on raid healing and not even can worry about looking at the tank because the tank has beacon.
True.
Yeah.
You think they're going to top? You think they're going to top the?
Not even that they'll top the charts because priests are, but priests need some help with their mana. Priests and druids are getting like more AOE healing spells. So I don't know if they'll top the charts, but they will be by far you're not putting any other healer on your main tanks at a Holy Paladin. And now they can help with the raid. They have all their buffs in the raid. They've got your bubbles and they're utilities. Their utilities insane. Yeah, right there. They're gonna have interrupts now for you too. They can go on the
Charmander
interrupt cycle. Here we go. All right, how many packs you got left?
Let's see. Let's count.
Prop Paladin. Was a C. A.
A.
They're getting
PV. Oh, really? For PV, you think they're going to be good tanks?
Okay. Right off the bat, they're getting a taunt. Okay. Huge. They're getting more damage mitigation.
A regular taunt.
A regular taunt.
Okay.
Which is like sounds dumb, but like that's what you kind of need that. They're getting a taunt. They're getting this. They're getting Aegis. Increase your block value by 30% again, and damaging melee and range attacks against you have a 10% chance to increase your chance to block by 30%. So more block. They get a taunt. This right here is huge. 30% of all damage taken by party members within 30 yards is redirected to the paladin for 10 seconds. So if the raid is taking a ton of damage, prop paladins can pop this and redirect all the damage to them. This is a raid saver. This is every single raid's gonna want to prop paladin.
How did they
in their raid?
Taunt before they got this?
They had a taunt, but you would have to, if someone pulled aggro, you'd have to
select them, right?
Select them and then hit the taunt. You couldn't just directly taunt something, and it's just complicate things, and it's not fun.
To make a macro or whatever.
Damage which reduces the paladin below 20% health will break the effect and grant the paladin 10% increased damage and healing for 10 seconds. Divine Sacrifice, a huge tanking ability. Aegis, a huge tanking ability. They get a taunt. Oh, nice.
I love this card. Now,
that's
I didn't
a
get super
beautiful
excited
card
because I have this one already, but yeah, this is a dope card.
Damn, that's a beautiful card.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite in this set.
They could go rebuke on certain fights. Prop paladins can be in the interrupt cycle. Avenger Shield, dude. This is an AoE pull for prop paladins that can also build threat. So a ranged threat builder now. I mean, they're stacked. Look, Hand of Reckoning taunt.
So it gave them it filled a lot of their gaps in terms of what was the main problem with prop paladin tanks.
They couldn't main tank because they couldn't build any threat on a boss. Like warriors have Sunder Armor to build up threat. They have a taunt to build up threat. They had abilities that they can just keep building threat. Prop paladins, they have to keep laying consecration and burning through their mana. And consecration ticks for very little damage. It builds very little threat.
Pidgeotix.
Yep.
Nice.
That's sweet. Another good looking card.
This is pretty good so far. What do I got? 3, 6, 9, 11 hits out of 36. Actually, that's about on par. That's what I usually get.
What do you usually get?
I usually get like a pull every other pack. So 36, half of that would be, I would expect to get 18 or a little less than 18 hits, and we're at 11 now. So, and I have, it'll be a little low if I don't get some more hits in the last few here.
I guess we'll see what happens. But you're gonna get the number one pull. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna save everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, people used to just bring prop paladins for trash, to hold trash. They can probably with their new ability single target tank, and they have an interrupt.
Wait, what are they getting that's going to increase their threat?
Well, first of all, taunt, like an actual single target just to retaunt the boss. Some bosses are immune to a taunt on them giving you more threat. But this ability right here, I believe, is going to give you threat. Avenger Shield, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think Avenger Shield is going to build threat. They also have moves like Exorcist. They just have more abilities, and they have a talent, I forget what it's called, that causes all of their damaging abilities that cause holy damage to build threat. This is a high hitting holy attack, so this is going to build a lot of single target threat for them. Avenger Shield, same with Exorcist. So I think they're going to be able to main tank. Not as good as Warriors, so that's why I'm putting them A tier, not S tier.
Okay, fair enough.
Ret is going to be viable in PvE. It's not going to be as good as people probably think it is. I'm going to put A tier, not S tier. Although I don't know. We'll put Ret right there. I'll go a little quicker on this.
Wait, did you put Ret as S tier?
No, in PvP I put him as A tier, just because I think I'm a little biased, so I'm just gonna be careful with them. Okay. But look, you have to remember, Ret was D for PvP and PvE before Season of Discovery, so they're making a huge jump.
Right.
And I think in my opinion, they're gonna be super fun to play. Disc Priests. I think all priests are gonna be good. Holy Priest is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna go like this. Shadow. This is tough. They're gonna be great with mobs. They're gonna be great. I don't know if they're gonna be great on single target. On like boss fights. I still don't think they're gonna be great on boss fights. So I'm gonna put them B.
Interesting.
But I'm not sure. I could see him being A. Because we don't know how good that new ability is. You know, where they duplicate themselves. We don't know really. We don't know how much. Although
if it's like Trent's, it's not going to be that great.
No, but it does. It has utility. So look at this. Homunculi. This is big. Reducing the attack speed, attack power, and armor for the target they're hitting. This is big on boss fights.
Oh yeah, true.
So
also probably
I'm gonna get PvP. I'm gonna say Shadows A. It has potential to be really good. Assassin. This is gonna be really good. I mean, I'm putting it.
All right, last 5 packs.
All right, let's do this.
We gotta bless them.
Combat. Putting A tier. Sub. For PvE, I'm putting B tier.
We'll do the Charizard.
Balance. I never thought I'd say this B tier, but that's. I really hope balance is S tier.
I think balance is B tier.
They're getting a lot of spells. Right. But they're still not dealing with their mana issues.
They have a less chance of going though, right? Well, Wrath. They can Wrath. Well, how much is Wrath in their rotation?
That's true. That's true. It's like their entire rotation.
Mana free Wrath.
It still doesn't do enough damage though.
Okay.
They're getting Sunfire. Oh man, I know, and they're gonna get instant healing touches for it too, so it's gonna be really good for the raid. But I have to see.
So you're gonna put them B for now. Okay.
Elemental Shamans are going A tier because they are getting some high hitting abilities, Lava Burst, stuff like that. Their totems are amazing for the raid. So, let's see what we got here.
The trio, Houndor. Come on. Nothing.
All right. What do you got? Like 4 packs left?
4 packs left.
Enhancement Shaman. We don't know how good tanking is going to be. I do think that they're going to be pumping though in enhancements. So we're going to actually put them here. I think they're going to be pumping. Resto Shaman getting Healing Rain, getting some good spells. I think they'll be decent. I'll put them here. Affliction.
Wait, where'd you put Resto Shaman?
I put it in A tier. All the healers are going to be better. It's going to be hard to tell who's the best, but I think this is all right for the S tier. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
All right, we got to get one more pull out of these last 3 packs. I'm sure we will.
Affliction is still going to be good. We'll put it there. Demonology, I don't know. I'm going to put it B tier. Destruction could be incredible. Okay, I'm putting Destruction in S tier. Here's the reason why. Right here. I play a Destro lock in. I have a tier 2 Destro lock in Classic. This ability right here.
What is it?
Chaos Bolt. Although in Classic, it's probably going to instant pull the boss. having Chaos Bolt in your rotation, or honestly, they might even run Haunt. I don't know. I think Incinerate, Fire. I just get the feeling they're going to be pumping. This could be wrong. I'm going to put them here. Arms Warriors. They get haste. Arms Warriors get.
They can't be better than Fury Warriors, though, right? In PvE.
Let's see here. Let's see what we got. I'm watching you.
Oh, all right, last pack.
Damn.
Last pack magic right here. I saved the Charizard pack for last. All right.
I'm gonna put Arms right here behind Enhance in front of Frost, and I'm gonna put Fury. I'm gonna put Fury right behind Enhance as well. I'm gonna put them right there. Protection. Warriors still amazing. They're in S tier. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Oh, I got something.
Let's go.
Clefable. All right.
Do you have one of those?
I don't think so. Nice.
Sweet, dude.
Sweet. All right.
Even 12?
Yep. Not bad, not bad. And you know what? This is such a great pull, honestly. And I have 2 of them now, but I can always trade this or something else. And the Gloom is such a great pull too. And this Pidgeotto. Yeah, this. I'm not disappointed in this at all. I didn't get like the
What's that top left one again? I can't see it because you're.
Oh, this is the
that one again.
This is the Clefable.
Is that the one we just got?
Yeah.
That card. Yeah, that card looks so nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that's nice.
And the Dragonite EX is pretty cool. Terrestrialized. All right, let's go back to your tier list.
Okay. Here's what I'm doing. I'm just throwing these in now. This is my tier list PvE. Arcane again with Arcane Blast. If they can figure out a way, I mean, what I would do is I would have Druid save Innervate for Arcane and just let them pump Arcane Blast at the end of fights. Feral, I'm telling you, Feral's going to be incredible in PvP, PvE, all over the place. They're getting more tanky and they're getting Wind Fury. That's it. They don't need any other runes. Game over. Prot, they're the best tank in the game right now. They're going to stay the best tank in the game. Holy Paladin, obviously they're getting Beacon of Light. It's going to make them incredible. Priest are getting all sorts of abilities from Burning Crusade. Let me run a Priest real quick. So let's see here. They're getting, and I can't remember the name of the spell right now. Okay, Penance is great. That's just another channeled heal. Circle of Healing, another AoE heal. I love Prayer of Mending. It just bounces from target to target after the person gets hit or takes damage. It heals them. It keeps, but it's just a passive heal on the raid. So yeah, this is it. Now, real quick, I'm going to do this last thing here. I'm going to do most fun to play in World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. If anyone's thinking about playing WoW Season of Discovery and they want to have fun, I'm going to tell you right now. Here, I'm not even going to go in order. I'm going to go... okay, let me see here. Warlock.
This is all the bulk, Connor.
All Warlock. What happened? Oh, that's everything?
Yeah, that's all the bulk.
All Warlock is S tier. This is going to be so much fun. You have Metamorphosis. You can tank as a Warlock. You can cleave. Shadow Bolt cleave as a Warlock. You can run around as Illidan. S tier. That's going to be sick. That's going to be awesome. Enhancement Shaman is going to be super fun to play. You're going to be tanky. You're going to be more bursty. Where's Feral? Incredible. This is going to be incredibly fun to play. Holy Paladin is going to be awesome because you're going to be OP if you're OP. Ret. For me, it's S tier. For most people, I think it's going to be A tier. Just getting all that extra burst. Actually being able to AoE like you've never been able to AoE. Actually having an interrupt, making you viable in PvP. That's going to be awesome. Fury Warrior, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. When you're dual wielding, you have a constant 10% increase in speed. And you can also put things on your boots in Classic to give you extra. If you get the right boots and put the right things on your boots and then you have that rune, or you have that, you have that rune, you could just be running around with the 20% permanent speed buff on Fury Warriors and 10%.
What about the rune that increases
damage?
Your rage gain, right? You said there was one that increases your rage gain.
Yeah, here, let me pull down to this.
Because Fury is going to be pumping out so much damage if they get a rage.
This is awesome. Deals 100% weapon damage and can only be used. Oh no, not Raging Blow. That's not the one I'm looking for. Victory Rush.
Oh, right. Victory Rush is good.
So you gain back 10% of your maximum health. I believe if the target dies, usable within 20 seconds after you kill an enemy. Yeah. The rage is, you generate 25% more rage from all damage you deal. This is huge. This is huge. Fury Warriors are going to be so much fun, dude. And that's game changer. Frost is already fun.
What was the last one you just said?
Fury Warrior.
What was the last ability you just said?
Yes. So Endless Rage. You generate 25% more rage from all damage you deal. That's broken.
That's a passive?
Looks like it.
Yeah, dude. That's
broken.
Fury's
you're dual wielding,
so much
doing 10% more permanent damage. You're with the right boots and right right enchant on your boots. You're like permanently running 15 to 20% faster, permanently doing 10% more damage, permanently getting 25% more rage. Fury Warrior is going to be super fun. It's going to be the most fun it's ever been in Classic. Frost is already fun. It's already good. Honestly, just because not much is changing to it, B tier. Prop Paladin is going to be A tier fun, just because they're viable again. Disc, nah. Holy Priest, Shadow is going to be. You're going to have so many more abilities. I'll put it up here just because. They get a new ability that's never even been in the game before, so that's gonna be really cool to use. They're getting AoE abilities.
Debuff limit though, Connor?
The what?
Because wasn't one of the problems with Shadow and Warlocks that there was like a debuff limit on bosses?
They increased it already. I don't think that's as big an issue already. I mean, anymore.
So even in the regular vanilla right now, they increased that. They changed that from.
Yes, exactly. Like some changes, like they said.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, Shadow Word Death's going to be huge. Mindseer is going to be really fun for Shadow. Even just leveling Mindseer, like now in dungeons, you're going to be able to AoE the groups. Like that's just fun when you're leveling. You want to like contribute. Before Shadow couldn't contribute, they're like putting dots on people and they're dying before their dot even has an effect. I mean, Shared Pain. I think, I think Shadow's going to be pretty fun. Now, Assassination Rogue is going to do pump and damage. I don't think it's going to be that much fun. Combat's going to be a lot of damage. I don't think it'll be that much fun. Sub is going to be awesome. You get they call it Shadow Strike because it automatically does the ambush when you teleport, but you get Shadow Step basically.
But so it's not exactly the same as Shadow Step, which is
no Shadow Step. You teleport behind him, then you have to hit a spell. Shadow Strike automatically like ambushes or backstabs. I forget.
Okay.
But I think because of that, I won't put him there. I'll put him here. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. Balance. I wish I could say up here. I think when the next maybe level 40 cap comes out and you can play as a Moonkin with all the new abilities, Balance is going to be here. For the level 25, Balance is going to be here. It's still not going to be that fun, unfortunately.
I just feel like the whatever ability that gives them like a free mana cost.
Free Wrath. Yeah, but that's not like, it's not gonna be fun spamming Wrath. You know what I mean?
That's true, but if Wrath is like a big part of their DPS rotation,
But listen, once you're a
they weren't
Moonkin,
viable at all in PvE before. You couldn't
no,
play Boomkin in PvE. I'm just saying
you couldn't. No,
maybe
no one would take
to.
a raid. Yeah, no, people will. And you also have like, look, if we go back down to Druid, they have more utility. Why people are going to want to bring
it's
them
also
in.
another intervene and it's also or innervate. Sorry, it's another innervate.
Yep.
And it's another raid heal with.
Well, look, and if you're a Boomkin and you're spamming Wrath,
do they have that raid heal?
Yes, they're getting. Yes, so they're getting. Listen, if you're a Boomkin and you're spamming Wrath, you're constantly getting instant healing touches. That's amazing. You're just gonna throw those on your tank. So you're getting Wild Growth, which you can just spam on different party members. You're getting Life Bloom, just a lot more heals that you can throw out. Living Seed, when you critically heal your target with any healing spell. So imagine you're a balanced druid spamming free mana cost Wraths, and then you're just throwing out your instant healing touches. When you critically heal your target with any healing spell, you plant a Living Seed on the target for 30% of the amount healed. The Living Seed will bloom when the target is next attacked. So I think people are going to bring him in because they're not going to have a mana problem. So for long fights, and they're going to be able to throw out extra heals. So they were here for bringing in a raid. They're going to be here now. They're going to be in raids now, which is cool for them.
Okay, cool.
But I think when the Scarlet Monastery raid comes out, and I think it's going to be a 40 cap, they're going to be up here for fun. I think being able to play them as Moonkins, and I want to see the new runes they get. Yeah. I really hope they get for PvP, EJ. Do you remember? It puts a huge like yellow beam over the target, and they can't cast in Wrath of the Lich King. They get an interrupt in Wrath of the Lich King, where you can entangle roots them, and then you cast something on them. It's like a beam of light from the sky, and they can't cast while they're standing in it. If they get that, they're ranged like 6-second interrupt. They're gonna be awesome in PvP too. Mm-hmm. Elemental Shaman, I think, is gonna be a lot of fun. They're getting cool abilities. Resto Shaman, Healing Rain, and stuff like that. They're gonna be a lot of fun. They're getting a lot of Burning Crusade abilities.
Man, priests are it seemed like they're missing out a little bit as far as.
Yeah. Holy Priest, actually, I would put Holy Priest up here. I think they're gonna be fun. They're getting Burning Crusade abilities as well. But no, I mean, I had Holy Priest up here, S tier, right here, right on Holy Paladins for PvE.
Oh, okay, true.
I think Holy Priests are going to be the second best healers in the game when it comes to rating. Arms Warriors, depending on what they do with the runes, they have potential to be up here. I think they're just going to be where they were. Prot, I think, they don't, Prots, I have to put it here. They don't get anything game changing. Resto Druid's going to be fun. Hunters are going to suck until we see more about them. So they're going down here. EJ, you think priests are getting the short end of this thing? Look at this. I have hunters down here in all of them. Arcane, probably going to be a lot of fun. I'll put them like right here.
But this is all generally good because most classes are moving up.
Exactly.
It seems like they did. I mean, I don't know if they specifically went and said like, okay, we're going to make every non-viable class, or not class, but spec like good. But it does seem like they did that a little bit at least. They did it
to everyone except because hunters are already good. So like when it comes to like hunters are good. Hunters are already, so even though they're down here, they're going to be wanted in every raid. They're going to be top of the DPS in every raid. They're really good in PvP. Hunters are already good. They're just down here right now because not much is changing for them, but they're in classic, they're great.
Right.
And a lot of people like hunters because they like the fantasy of like you get your pets and you have to feed them and you can, you know what I mean? Like it's like a game within a game. Mm-hmm. But for anyone who hasn't played, these are going to be super fun. This S tier and A tier, especially this top here, druids, especially druids and warlocks, I think, and enhancement shaman is going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like seeing feral up there and enhancement.
EJ,
Ret,
I thought you, Ret's big. I really thought you would want to go because feral's getting so buffed. Because I remember you were a cat for a while back in the day.
I loved feral in Pandaria, and that's actually, besides like raiding and Burning Crusade, doing raided BGs as feral. I think it was in Pandaria. That's when they had raided BGs in Pandaria, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that was probably this like either the most or the second most fun I've ever had in the game is doing rated BGs as Feral. I could like 2v1 people, maybe even 3v1, at least 3 on me. I could actually like escape and stay alive and like keep them off capping a flag by myself.
Remember, I was a Frost Mage and we were actually pushing like a little bit of rating together. I think it was like 1800 rating, but
yeah,
so, that was a good time, dude. Pandaria PvP was awesome.
I do love Feral, but for some reason in Classic, it doesn't really appeal to me as much because in retail, like when it was Pandaria, they had so much mobility and so much like, well, it's actually kind of one of the problems with the game is that they were giving them like every other class's ability.
Yeah.
Which that was, you know, the beginning of the end with that, you know.
Well, EJ, if you want to talk about that more mobility, look at what they're giving Feral Druids in Season of Discovery. Charge your target 13 yards, bash the target skull, interrupting spell casts. So they're giving him an interrupt and a charge.
Can they use that in...
I think they can use it in combat. Yep. 10-second cooldown, instant cast.
And you can do it in cat form. Oh, that's interesting. That's not the exact same charge that they got. So that's kind of...
Because they got a leap. They had a leap in Pandaria, remember?
Yeah, the leap. That's actually maybe even better because it stuns, right?
Yeah, no, I don't. It just interrupts a spell cast for 2 seconds.
Whatever. It's still, I don't
interrupt.
I don't think the leap one. I don't think the leap one did anything. If anything, it just rooted them for a second. I don't think it like stunned.
Exactly, or it slowed them, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then finishing move that causes damage, disorients the opponent and turns off your attack. I think this is like an eviscerate as well, Mangle, but I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they didn't have. See, but you're gonna have to go with that. What else is on gloves though? Because you're gonna have to choose Mangle. Yeah,
you're not gonna go Sunfire. This is for tanking.
Okay,
last rate's tanking.
Yeah, and while
you're gonna take Mangle.
Yeah. Okay, well then that's good though because I forgot that they didn't have a Mangle.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I know. And that's why people always preferred Rogue over Feral Druid in Classic.
What do you do with your combo points if you don't have Mangle?
But now you're getting a charge and an eviscerate. So, dude, I don't even know. This Feral is going to be super exciting to see. And the crazy thing is, tanks will have this same spec probably. Talent tree isn't changing. So you're going to have your tank. We only need 2 tanks for this fight, not 3 or 4. Or we only need. If you're a Feral tank, you're just gonna be able to swap back and forth because remember. Feral Druids, when they tank too, they're not getting block or parry or like they barely have any dodge in their gear. All their mitigation comes from being in bear form. So you're just gonna be able to go back and forth. You're just gonna be able to be a tank and DPS.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm actually another part of this that I'm actually really excited about, and I guess we'll see some of it in the level 25, raid or whatever.
Yeah.
Modern boss mechanics with vanilla
in Classic. Wow.
Yeah, because that's like we talked about before. Modern boss mechanics is like one of the only good things about retail because
having to deal with your environment.
Yeah, and they're unique, and every fight's different. They're not all tank and spank. Like every fight. Is
everything in Molten Core is tank and spank,
right.
And then I mean for the most part, and then Ragnaros, it's like don't stand within 10 yards of someone else, you win.
Right. Exactly.
So
and that's gonna make it also. I think that forces you to have different classes for different encounters and stuff like that.
BWO.
So
yeah,
that I'm actually really excited for.
This game is going to be so shaken up and so different. And just we can end this soon, but just to say one more thing: the fact that they're not putting out a PTR. So we're gonna be coming into this having no one's gonna know because they're data mining the abilities and stuff that are going to be in the game, but they don't know the quest and where the actual location of these runes are going to be and how they're going to work with their gear and how there's so many things we don't know.
Right.
This is
like
I'm more
Gold said
right
before,
now than I've been in a really long time.
Yeah, vanilla WoW was like kind of like a solved game. Like every boss was solved. You knew what was the best in slot for every class, right?
Yep.
You knew what enchants you needed, all that stuff.
Yep.
Now all that goes out the window. Everything.
Exactly.
So
and the fact that they recognized the issues with Balanced Druid and the issues with Feral Druid and the issues with Arcane Mages and the issues with Rep Paladins, the issues Prop Paladins couldn't maintain Bears. The only real tank you could have was Warriors. Also, the imbalance in, and I still don't know how I feel about this, the imbalance between Alliance and Horde. They're giving Horde basically kings, which is hunters are getting an aspect that is basically kings. It gives you and your whole raid 10% to all your stats, basically. You know, like Blessing of Kings. So Horde will have like Blessing of Kings. And then they're giving Alliance basically Wind Fury, which was only a shaman thing. So only Horde had Wind Fury. Now, Feral Druids are going to be giving Alliance Wind Fury in raids.
Oh, that's right. So I forgot. They actually give that to other people too. So not just that they have it.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So they're balancing.
You're going to need Feral Druids in raids.
You're going to need a Feral Druid in your raid. You're not going to go into a raid without fucking
all your melee gets buffed. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to want you have a reason to take a balanced Druid for the extra healings. You have a reason. You're probably going to want, instead of you're probably going to want one of each Druid, one of each spec. So they're not just balancing classes, they're looking at balancing Horde and Alliance. So they're also doing a little balancing to racials. I saw.
Oh, that's
right. Also, they're adding, since the first level cap is 25, they're adding epic crafting, epic items you can craft for level 25. So like if you're a leather worker, there's going to be like a couple epics you can craft at level 25 for your rogue. So it's not like, oh, why would I level a profession if 25 is the cap? Well, they're adding new stuff, like if you go tailoring, new robes and stuff, epics you can craft for your level 25.
Right.
So it'll feel like endgame, even though it's only 25. It'll feel like endgame for a little bit.
Yeah. I wonder what it'll be like when they actually get to 60, though. Like, if people are going to still... I guess, well, if you get a lot of experience from them, I guess people will, run raids during leveling.
Yeah, I mean, and they already addressed they're going to make all the raids harder. They're not going to change mechanics. They're going to make all the bosses have more health and hit harder, just because of all the new abilities.
All right. So when we get to 60, are the regular raids coming back, like Rag and all those?
They're just going to have more health and hit harder. Is basically what they said. But
hit harder. They're not changing mechanics though.
But they might make like Strathholm. They might make some of your like Mara. They might make it a 10-man raid. Meriden,
that would be good. That's a good one.
Or they might, or could be the Sunken Temple, or they could make ZF a raid. So they're going to take some of those higher level endgame dungeons and make them into raids.
By the way, we have a little bit longer because Fabi said not to come until 7:30. So,
okay,
at like 7:20, I got to be done.
So we know they're going to do that. They're also, I mean, dude, Karazhan Crypts, that's going to be insane. I hope that's not a 10-man though. I hope they make that like a 25-man.
Yeah.
I don't just want a bunch of 10-mans.
Update the fights of
Rag. I don't want it to be like fights were in freaking Legion. I don't want it to be crazy complicated fights because it is classic WoW, and classic WoW is supposed to be an easier game with just more discovery and more fun and more social aspect to it.
Right.
So I don't want there to be 10 things I'm worrying about in a boss fight, but give me more than hold aggro on the tank and kill the ads.
Right.
Lava pools to dodge. Maybe you need to mind control someone. You need a priest for this fight. You need this for this fight. A fight underwater where you have to worry about your breath, or you want a warlock to, make sure everyone has underwater breathing on. Something interesting, like spice it up a little bit.
I think they may be underestimating how much more damage. Well, you said they're going to increase the damage and they're going to increase
health
the damage
pools.
And health of them, right? But I almost don't know if that's enough because
I know
some of these buffs are so much. They're going to be,
And remember, since they're not doing PTS
PTR.
What's it called? They're not doing PTR testing. There's people out there who min-max so hard, and with all these new abilities, I don't think Blizzard's going to know exactly how much people are really going to be pumping. They're probably going to have to look at what happens the first week and then immediately buff the bosses.
I mean, they're doing their own internal testing, right? But
they're doing it right now. They're playing the game right now. Yeah.
Yeah, but we know that doesn't.
Blizzard employees aren't min-maxing the way that community's gonna. Not even close.
It's pretty sweet that I got this card.
Yeah, that's dope.
This will be a good something I can trade for other cards in the set and stuff later. So
I'm excited one of these times to open cards with you.
Yeah, man. Oh, I will send Pokemon cards to your house.
Dude, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to do an open. You do a pack, I do a pack.
Yeah.
Dude, hardcore scary. Every time I attack anything, I'm nervous.
I know, right? What level are you?
I'm level 8.
All right, so it's not.
But you just don't know. You just don't want to double pull. You know what I mean?
Even getting to level 8 though in classic, it's just so annoying to have to start over.
Yeah.
Put your abilities back on the bar, or like
it's so annoying. Every time you reset, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't imagine like being on a hunter and running up and meleeing these people. It'd be just insane. All right, well, cool. November 30th. So we are 18 days away.
Yep.
From SOD. Yep. Cataclysm is also going to be coming out.
Are they going to change? Are they going to? Excuse me. Are they going to change Cataclysm? Take away some of the stuff people didn't like.
They're going to do some changes like they did for all the other classic stuff. They're going to do some changes, so that should be good.
Remind me, why did everyone hate Cataclysm? All I know is that everyone like looks back at Cataclysm and says that that's the one they didn't like. Was it LFR?
It started off great. It was the first one. So LFR was introduced at the end of Wrath of the Lich King, so people didn't get time to complain about it really. Classic was the first expansion that launched with LFR and teleported everyone everywhere, and it completely ruined the social aspect of the game.
You mean Cataclysm? Yeah.
Cataclysm, yep. Sorry. And also the time between raid releases was way too long. People had cleared raids 50 times and were like, hey, when are the next raids going to be released? You know? Also, the end of the expansion was horrible. I think Dragons, what was the last raid called? Dragon, the one with Deathwing, whatever it's called.
Where you fought on the back of Deathwing.
We fought on the back of Deathwing. First of all, that whole thing was disappointing. That fight was terrible. The one where you fight on his back, and then the one where you're launching from rock to rock and fighting his hands that are up on the thing. You have to destroy his hands.
Right.
Whack him in the head once and he dies. The biggest buildup to the biggest flop of an end raid ever. I mean, and that was coming from Lich King, where you got to fight the Lich King at the end of the expansion, and it was what everyone had hoped it would be. It was an epic fight with like epic loot and legendary. I mean, you know, Wrath ended on a high note, and the Deathwing fight was horrible. It was horrible, and not only that, it lasted for like a year and a half before the next expansion came out. So no one had anything. It was just horrible. It was horrible. Not a good time. Wrath started strong and ended terribly.
So some of those problems are going to be
everything
fixed,
went downhill
because
from
they're
there.
going to release the raids faster. But they're not going to take away LFR. So
exactly, they're not going to. I think the biggest change is they're going to release content quicker. There's not going to be these like 6-month lulls where people are like, "Hey, Blizzard, you're going to give us any new content?" That was a big issue. And I think they're going to fix the balance. I think they're going to fix the last. They have to fix the last raid.
What about the fact that it changed the whole world?
There was a lot of bugs on there was a ton of bugs on the last boss fight. The last 2 boss fights.
But what about the fact that it changed all the zones? Like, didn't people get kind of pissed about that too?
Yeah, well, that's when people started asking for Classic WoW, because people are like, well, you just destroyed all my nostalgia. I can't even go back to the original world. Why didn't you give us a server to stay in the original Azeroth?
Right.
So yeah, it left a bad taste in people's mouth. But I think as long as they changed the progression with the rate at which they release raids, I think people are immediately going to be a lot more happy. And then there were a lot of bugs on Spot and Deathwing in the last fight with Deathwing, and they fixed all those bugs.
That's when they went more towards the modern type of retail leveling too, where it was like everything was so you know, you go in a line from one place to the other, you do these quests.
It was linear.
It was linear, exactly. It wasn't like go to an area like, you know, oh, you find this guy that's out in this field, like you never knew about him, and he has a great quest. And it was like,
when we got into World of Warcraft, you would go to Goldshire. There'd be like 5 quests. You could do them. Some you could not do them. You could just start leveling. I could just run over to Dunmorrow, do something there, lock Moden. I didn't have to go anywhere, anytime. I could level however I wanted to in any zone. You probably want to be in Westfall between 10 to 17. You probably want to be in Redridge between 17 and 25, but you don't have to be. You can go and level anywhere and quest anywhere. Exactly. Cataclysm, they started making everything linear, where it's like you're going to follow this path and you're going to level and do the same quest as everyone else. And it's
weird because what they did, and what the problem with retail is that like it's easier in the ways it shouldn't be easier, and it's I guess the only good thing about retail is that you do have some challenging raids. Like mythic raids are hard, I guess.
Yeah.
But leveling is easier. Getting good gear is generally easier with LFR. Like, there's no sense of achievement. I mean, we could. All right, yeah. I can't get into all this because we could go over like what's wrong with retail.
LFR is the worst thing to ever be put in the game. It's terrible. I would love if they just they put it in there for the casuals to feel like, oh look, I got a piece of tier, but I don't care. I'm a casual kind of now, but I would still rather work my way to get like. I'm not going to do LFR. It's
my biggest thing.
You raid with people you've never met before. No one talks. No one communicates.
It's not difficult. It's so easy.
You don't have to communicate.
Yeah. Doing a raid.
If I don't have to communicate.
Just
with
typing
people,
in chat. Yeah.
Yeah. If I don't have to, if I'm in a 25-man raid and I don't have to communicate anything with anyone, and we're able to go through the entire raid, dude, like what is that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that you have modern mechanics and stuff. It's easy. You just get to do the raid content with no sense of achievement. You just get to walk through it. You get to kill, these bosses that have been like set up to, like they're going to be really hard, and you get to just go do it, like you're running a normal dungeon.
Yeah.
That and then the separation between PvE and PvP has gotten way too much to where like world PvP is no longer viable if you don't have like full PvE gear on, which I hate. I loved the fact that during Classic and even BC, really, and a little bit during Lich King. Like, Lich King is where it started to go the other way, but like, if you had good gear, it was just good gear in the game. Good PvP gear, you could DPS pretty well with it. Not as good as the PvE
that's what
gear.
I loved about Burning Crusade.
Right.
You could get PvP gear and you could go into a raid and pump. You can get good PvE gear and you would be squishy in PvP, but you could just burst someone down before they touch you. You're like a glass cannon and it worked.
Exactly.
Which is why resilience.
So good gear is just good gear.
I resent resilience as well.
Yeah. I mean,
it was cool concept when it came out, but nah, man.
I think they went too far with it because remember they had to nerf resilience at one point because people were getting so much resilience, like they were becoming unkillable.
No, and uncrittable, and that's no fun. Like, it's fun seeing big numbers pop up on your screen. You literally became uncrittable. It's just not cool. And look, some people like PvPing, some people like PvEing. And I don't think you should say, oh, since you just like PvPing, you're not allowed to raid because none of this gear is viable in a raid. Well, what if you want to try a raid? Those hours and hours and hours, tens of 20s of 30s of hours that you put into getting good gear PvPing, it's just like, okay, well, cool. Well, none of that matters in PvE, so restart. Like, you should at least be middle ground when you go into a raid and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and that's what's fun about Classic because it works that way. Mm-hmm. You can pump with PvP gear in Classic in a raid, and you can pump with raid gear in PvP. So it's just a better game all around. There's so many reasons it's a better game, but we can go forever.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we can wrap it up.
All right,
that was fun. I'm excited to see what actually happens, and in a few weeks we can go back and look at the tier list and see how accurate that was. Yeah, I could be wrong about a couple things.
Maybe I can screenshot each one and we can see how we rearrange it.
Yeah. Or we could go back and watch the video and talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or just screenshot it and go over it. That's true. That's probably a good way to do it. You're right.
All right, brother. I'm heading out.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Peace.